Janet, I had to contact you again to ask for a favor. Hello, Susan. I'm just taking a break. What's up? I'm going out with a friend. I'm really looking forward to it. Oh, I see. That's exciting, isn't it? So, I thought I'd like to dress up for the occasion. I bought a whole set of clothes online. What? A whole set? Did you buy that many? Because all my friends are fashionable. If I was the only one wearing old-fashioned clothes, that would be embarrassing. I see. The whole thing cost me just under $1,000. Huh? That much? You live on a pension. Can you afford it? It can't be helped. If you want to be fashionable, you have to spend money. I don't know. I'm sure there are plenty of reasonably priced, fashionable clothes out there. What? You want me to wear cheap, shabby clothes? I'm not saying that. I just thought you should spend within your means. Don't worry about that. So, the clothes I bought are coming in tomorrow. I won't be home tomorrow and I won't be able to get them. So I had them sent to you COD. Please take care of them. Cash on delivery to me? Why? That's not good. Because you work from home, right? Then why don't you just get them for me? Yes, I can get them. But it's cash on delivery, right? Less than $1,000? I don't have the money to pay for it. I usually pay by credit card or apps, and I don't have that much money at home. Huh? You guys don't even have $1,000 at home? That's really pathetic. Even if you say you don't have it, I'm pretty sure it will arrive tomorrow. You're going to have to pay for it. If you don't have it, please withdraw the money. Oh no. Susan, how many times have you done this? You say you won't be home tomorrow, but it's definitely on purpose. Every time, you send me something cash on delivery because you're not home. Do you have any idea how many times I've had to pay for you? How many times have I done that? I've forgotten. You're so rude saying that. I didn't say that I wouldn't pay you back. If you forget how many times it's happened, it means I've paid for you that many times. This is the 10th time, and including this amount, I've already paid almost $3,000 for you. Oh my God! Did you even count them? What do you mean? We don't have a lot of money. If we had to pay such a large sum of money, we wouldn't be able to save at all. You are overreacting. I wouldn't mind if I just pay for you temporarily, but you haven't paid me back even once. You've been buying COD with the intention of forcing me to pay for them, haven't you? What? Don't talk to me like that. If you don't intend to impose on me, please return the money now. Besides, first it was around $20. Now it's $1,000. Why do I have to go and withdraw money for you? Even though I work from home, I'm still working. You're so cocky. How dare you talk to your mother-in-law that way? I wonder if your parents raised you wrong. You can talk about me all you want, but please don't talk about my parents like that. Also, this money is indeed a big amount. Please, return it quick. I understand, but I'm busy right now with getting ready for the trip. Can I do it after I get back? Are you going on a trip, Susan? Yes. I told you I bought clothes because I'm meeting a friend. I bought the clothes for the trip. Where are you going? Dubai. What? Dubai? Are you going that far? Will you be able to afford it? Aren't you worried about the money? Unlike you, my generous daughter is going to pay for it for me. Huh? Is she going to pay for the whole trip? That's right. I can always count on my own daughter after all. Well, if it was Dubai, wouldn't it cost at least $3,000? It's not that cheap. We're staying in a nice hotel, and we've signed up for a lot of tours. Are you sure she's going to pay for all of it? I told you she is. You're so annoying. Oh no. I'm going to have coffee with a friend right now to discuss our trip. Planning a trip is really fun. I understand that, but... Anyway, I've asked you to get the clothes tomorrow. See you. Hey. Janet, I'll tell you more about it when I get back. But there's something I wanted to discuss with you. Can we talk now? I just finished work, and I'm on the train on my way home, so texting would be fine. Bob, you must be tired from your business trip. Are you done for the day? Yeah, I finished early today. Tomorrow, if everything goes well, I'm returning home at a designated hour. Well, that's good. So, what did you want to talk about? Not about me. My sister called me earlier and... Your sister? What's going on? I just got off work and looked at my WhatsApp. I got a long message from her. I was so surprised. It seems my mom is controlling her finances. What do you mean? I think I told you that my sister works for a friend of my mother's. Somehow, her salary was deposited into my mother's account. What? I don't know why that was happening, but she quit her job 2 months ago. Really? Maybe she did it to prevent that from happening. That's one thing, but her boss was making advances to her. The guy is married, and she has a boyfriend, but he asked her to go out with him. When she refused, her boss started harassing her. What the hell is that? I can't stand that kind of thing. Taking advantage of being a boss? I know. So my sister talked to her boyfriend about it, and at first, she thought about reporting it to someone higher up in the company. But she wanted to quit the company because of Mom, and she thought it would be a good opportunity to do so. She quit the company voluntarily, so my mother can no longer spend her money freely. She wrote in WhatsApp that Mom was angry about it, saying, "How could you quit the company without telling me?" That's crazy. I see. 2 months ago. I got it. About what? I told you that she would go shopping and had COD to us, right? I've warned her every time, but she never listens. That started right around that time, right? Yeah. She can no longer freely use your sister's money. She's now using the payment on delivery system to spend our money. I was going to tell you tomorrow when you get home, but yesterday, she called me again and made me pay $1,000 for clothes. What? $1,000? That's a lot of money. Yes. I told her that we didn't have that kind of money at home, but she had already arranged it and asked me to withdraw it. I'm so sorry. I know it's not your fault, but this is the 10th time. But if we had to pay such a large sum of money, no matter how hard we work, we wouldn't be able to save any money. If anything, we might even lose money. That's right. We have to do something. What about talking to your father? Well, I can talk to him, but he is under her thumb, and she's controlling their finances, so I don't know if I can count on him. I see. So, about your sister? She was working for the same company since she graduated from college, so she was supposed to have a nice severance package. Supposed to? You mean she didn't get any? She didn't want Mom to take any more money, so she asked them to transfer that money into her own bank account. But the retirement money was transferred to Mom's account as well. Oh no. She expected to get the money in a month, but it wasn't deposited even after 2 months. She thought it was strange. So she contacted the company and that's what they told her. What a company! It's a good thing your sister quit. Can't she get it back from your mom? She called mom and asked her to give it back, but it seems she already spent it. Huh? Already? She used that money to pay for her overseas trip. What? A trip to Dubai? I didn't even hear where. Is she going to Dubai? Such an expensive place. I told you that your mother contacted me yesterday. She said then that your sister was going to pay for it. She is out of control. I wanted to do something about it, so I brought this up to you. Yep, I want to help your sister. I knew you would say that, Janet. Thank you. She's always nice to me and I love her. And Susan is indeed too much. You're right. My sister has been under her thumb, and she does most of the housework at home. I think she should leave my parents' house. I agree. We and your sister can't keep Susan treating us like this. You're right. We've had it. When I get home tomorrow, we'll talk about it more and we'll discuss it in detail. We can't let mom buy stuff and send us any more, so this is a good opportunity. Okay, I'll be waiting for you. Thank you. Janet, I'm home. I got back from Dubai a few hours ago. It was amazing. I wish I could have stayed longer. Welcome back, Susan. It sounds like you had a nice trip. I mean, I went to Dubai for 2 weeks with my good friend. Of course it was fun. I'll go on another trip, so you should pay for it this time, Janet. By the way, I asked you to get COD, right? I wanted it as soon as I got back from my trip. I told you that I would be back home in the evening, and I asked you to bring it to me. But when are you doing that? I told you that I wouldn't get it. How can you not listen to me? Give me a break. We've already moved out, so if you send a package to our old address, we won't get it. I'm sure they're sending packages back now saying they couldn't deliver. What? Who? It's me, your son Bob. What? Bob? Why are you texting from her WhatsApp? I saw your messages to her, and you kept harassing her. I couldn't stand it, so I borrowed her phone. Mom, who do you think you are? You think a mother-in-law is better than a daughter-in-law? I do think so. A daughter-in-law should listen to her mother-in-law. Huh. We could tolerate getting this stuff for you, but why do we have to pay? Stop it. Why don't you help me out a little? A little? Last time it was $1,000. This time, $200. We can't afford that kind of money. Oh, it was a lot cheaper than last time. That's not the point. What do you mean you moved out? You didn't tell me. No, I didn't. Where did you move to? I won't forgive you if it's far away. I don't need your forgiveness. Besides, I'm not going to tell you where we've moved to. Huh? That's unacceptable. I'm sorry, but I don't consider you my parent anymore. What are you talking about? I can't believe what you've been doing to us. You have no intention of paying us back, do you? I'm telling you, my sister feels the same way. That can't be true. She's a kind girl, unlike you and Janet. She even paid for this trip to Dubai. About that, you asked your friend to change the bank account for my sister's severance pay, didn't you? What you're doing is a crime. You can't just use someone else's money without permission, even among family members. Huh? A crime? That can't be true. You're right. She's nice. She's saying that if she can cut you off, she'll give you this money as a gift. She is too nice, even though you took half of her salary. Well, I guess that's how much she wants to cut you off. Wait a minute. What do you mean by cut me off? She hasn't come home yet. Her stuff is gone too. She moved out too. Huh, you're kidding. I'm not kidding. I told her to leave the house. We helped her move. I figured it was a good time to leave while you were on a trip. Oh no! She's going to start working next month at the company I know. Can't she commute from there? Hey, you're going after her paycheck again, aren't you? It's obvious. She's a lot more independent than you think, Mom. She's found a job and already started working for a new company. She thanked me for helping her out. Of course, she's not going to tell you where she's moved to or where she's working. And she's finally cutting you off. What is your father doing? He's really useless. You better put a stop to this. I knew you didn't notice. What? Dad left too. Do you see his belongings? When I told Dad that we had moved out and that Julie would move out of your house, he said he'd be leaving too, and that he would divorce you. Then is he with Julie? No, she has a boyfriend, so he wouldn't do that. Huh? She has a boyfriend? You didn't know? Mom, all you cared about is squeezing money out of people. You're really not interested in your family. Why did he leave? Why don't you ask Dad directly? That is, if you can get in touch with him. Also, why don't you ask yourself? That's absurd. Janet's already blocked you, and I'll block you too. We won't have much chance to see each other from now on. Take care. Bye. You're kidding. Wait a minute. Bob, what should I do? Don't block me. Please, don't give up on me. Dad ended up divorcing Mom. Mom thought he was the only one she could count on. She made it very difficult to do it. Dad contacted Mom's brother and explained the situation to him. He apologized and helped him to get a divorce. He told me that he was enjoying living alone now. My wife and I have been able to save money again for a few months now, which had been in the red due to my mother's spending spree. We are relieved about that. Above all, I'm really glad that Janet is free from Mom's harassment. My sister is also really happy to be free from Mom. She is enjoying her new job and said she would seriously consider marrying her boyfriend soon. I don't know how Mom is doing now. I'm sure she will have to work. I hope this will help her understand the value of money.
I'm sorry to bother you, but I have to tell you something. I passed out at work and I'll be staying in the hospital for 3 days. Oh my God! I'll ask my boss if I can fly back home today. Don't worry, honey. Don't worry? Of course I'm worried about you. It's not that serious. I wish I weren't in Mexico for work. I would have rushed to the hospital right away. Do you know why you clasped? My doctor said it was malnutrition. I was trying to save money. Huh? There were some days I only ate a piece of toast, and other days I didn't eat at all. Only a piece of toast? Yes, pretty much. You have to eat more, and you don't have to worry about money in the first place. I only make $1,200 each paycheck. Unfortunately, I can't make ends meet. What do you mean you can't make ends meet? Since you were transferred to Mexico, I've been living off of only my income. That's why I've been having a hard time financially. But I send you $4,000 every month. Why do you have a money problem? What are you talking about? I've never received any money from you. Yes, I've been sending you money every month. Don't you remember before I left for Mexico, I said I'd transfer you money every month? I don't recall. I was off on the day. As far as I remember, you were working the night before. I'm pretty sure we talked about our living expenses during lunch. I must have been tired. I probably wasn't really listening. I've mentioned this many times, but you can quit your job if it's too much for you. I make enough for the three of us. I like my job, so I don't want to quit. As I said earlier, I do send you money. After you get out of the hospital, make sure to check your bank account. About your job, we'll see how you feel after this and figure out what to do. I don't have my debit card. Why not? I gave it to Tom. He shouldn't have it. What does he need it for? He told me he needed my Bank of America account to pay for one of his games on his phone. There wasn't much money left in it anyway, and my pay doesn't go into the account. I thought it wouldn't matter. What if he abuses it? He wouldn't do that. He's a good kid. But you can't just let him do whatever he wants. He was getting harassed at work 2 years ago. He quit his job because of it, and he lives with me now. Yes, I know that. But all he does is stay home without even looking for a job. What's he thinking? Don't blame him. He's still suffering from the trauma. I feel like at least one of us should be more understanding. But letting him do whatever he wants isn't good for him. You should be more strict and assertive. Easier said than done. If I were there, I could give him a lecture. This is getting complicated. Now that I can't work, I'm not sure how I'll afford to live next month. I'll take care of our financial situation. Jennifer, focus on your health first. Honey, there's also something else. I'm $50,000 in debt. Tell me you're joking. I'm sorry, but life has been hard since you left. What about my savings? It's for emergencies. I spent most of it. Why didn't you tell me earlier? You've been extremely busy, so I didn't want to make you worried. Anyway, let's talk about it more later. I need to talk with Tom first. Please don't be harsh with him, okay? He's almost 20 years old. We shouldn't spoil him. But I'll watch what I say. I promise I won't be condescending. Okay, I trust you. Anyway, you get some rest now. Thank you. Hi, my name is Robert. I'm currently living in Mexico for work. This is my second year here. My wife, Jennifer, is 60 years old, 12 years older than me. She's decent and reserved. I had a big crush on her, and after busting my butt to get her attention, we fell in love and got married. Our son, Tom, will turn 20 this year. He's quite selfish and a bit of a handful. After he graduated from high school, he found a job. He moved out of our house, and it was good. It took a lot of load off our shoulders, but within half a year, he quit his job and started living with us again. Unfortunately, it was bad timing as I just gotten my transfer orders. Since I left, he's pretty much been doing whatever he likes. What is worse, my wife lets him get away with it. I'm at a loss. My wife got pregnant after many years of trying on fertility treatment, and we had Tom. I understand why my wife is so overprotective, but I have to get involved before it's too late to fix the problem. I texted Tom right away. I couldn't believe what he said. I need to talk with you. Me too. What a coincidence. I heard old mom collapsed at work just now. She's just being lazy, hiding from the housework in the hospital. Good for her. Hey, aren't you worried about your mother? She collapsed from starvation. Yeah, I'm concerned. 'Cause there's nobody to go grocery shopping or cook around here now. And I'm allergic to dust, so I need her to clean the house. Otherwise, I might get sick too. Stop thinking about yourself only. Take care of your mother. You're a grown-up man. You can do the cleaning yourself. Whatever. I got some extra money yesterday, so I can order takeout for dinner and maybe get a cleaning service. You mean the money for living expenses I sent yesterday, right? Oh, you know I've been spending your money. Oh man, bastard. Why did you take her debit card? When I started living with you guys again, you got the transfer offer to Mexico. Were you listening to our conversation about the money? I just happened to hear it on my way to the bathroom. You mean you knew I'd send money to your mom? That's why you took the card. Am I right? Bingo. Go give it back to your mom right now. That money isn't for you. Come on, Dad. I can't live on the money she gives me. Hold on. Do you get an allowance from her? Yeah, she gives me $500 a month. Since when? Ever since I quit my job. At first, it was only $100, but recently, I've had bigger expenses. So, Mom started giving me a little more. No wonder your mother got sick. But I still have trauma from my old job. You should show me more empathy as a parent. It's been 2 years. Isn't that long enough of a mental break? Whoa, that's a typical statement from the older generation. We are living in 2023. Do you realize what you just said is not acceptable? You're old enough to be independent. You're doing nothing with your life staying at home. This isn't acceptable in any era. I have depression and PTSD. My life has been tough. Did your doctor give you this diagnosis? No, I self-diagnosed online. I don't believe this crap. Mom does. I'll tell her you're faking it. I'm not faking. First of all, get out of my house. Be more responsible. Are you trying to get rid of me? Give me a break. Tom, I'm serious. Stop depending on Mom so much. You have to become more self-sufficient. I just texted her. She's in the hospital. Don't give her any more stress. I just took a screenshot of Mom's text. Mom says, don't move out. She doesn't want to live on her own without me. I don't get it. That reminds me. She says she wouldn't be able to make ends meet if she raised my allowance. So I got pissed off and told her I'm fed up with my life and pretended to try and kill myself by jumping out the upstairs window. I guess she remembers. Did you really do that? Yeah, our power dynamic flipped upside down that day. Mom does everything I say now. I'm the winner. You. It was easy to control and manipulate her. She just gave me money whenever I asked for it. What? Even when I was a student, I'd complain to Mom about my small allowance, and she'd give me extra money right away. I've been saying to her that she shouldn't spoil you. I can't believe she's turned you into a spoiled brat while I've been away. You've been so busy. It's all your fault for not being at home, right? You should blame yourself, not me. I have a headache. Mom has to work hard to support my lifestyle. She fawns over me, but she is easy to control. She told me she likes her job. That's not true. She works hard to earn my allowance. She even used to send me money after I got a job. I should have talked with her more about parenting. It's all my fault. It's a bit too late for regrets. You know what? I'll do whatever it takes to get you out of the house. I'll talk to your mother about it all. Well, even if you get me to leave, your debt won't disappear. She told me about the $50,000. You're the one who caused all of this. And you're the one that got us into debt. You'll have to help us pay it off. Wait a second. It's not my problem. 'Cause I borrowed the money in your name. Legally, it's on you to pay it back. What? I used your name because I had some business to deal with. So, it's not really her debt then. It's yours. Did you really use my name without my permission to borrow the money? Yeah, I'm unemployed, so I couldn't get a loan approval. How could you do that to me? You are the ones who raised me in the first place. Isn't this ultimately your fault? You're right. You've proved that I failed as a parent. Why don't you take full responsibility and support me for the rest of my life? And don't forget to deal with that debt. I'm coming home soon. We're gonna have a family meeting when I get there. It'll be a waste of time. But if you wanna do it, go ahead. See ya! Can I borrow some money? Mom's not here and I need it for groceries and other stuff. I need money. I'm speechless. You're still talking like that. She's still in the hospital, so who else can I ask for help? Besides, she'd be upset if something bad happened to her one and only son. Are you okay with that? You won't get any money from me. You send her $4,000 every month. That's for your mother, for expenses. Are you sure you won't change your mind? She doesn't want to see me miserable. You know that, right? I wonder how she will react when she finds out I'm dead. Mom's already out of the hospital. What? She hasn't come home yet. She must be in the hospital still. She flew to Mexico this morning. Seriously? How sad that you sucked up all of her energy until she was an emaciated shell of herself. I wish I had known what was going on. Why is she there? Explain! Mom tried her best raising you. She showed up at my place this morning. She was crying and begged me to let her in. How did she get the money to fly there? I have her card. How did she get to Mexico? I sent her some money. How did you do that? I asked her to open a new bank account and then wired her $10,000. Really? I don't think I'll be home anytime soon because I have work to do. But I sent her some cash so she could live more comfortably. Throw some of that my way, too. Absolutely not. I wanted to go back to the US to talk about our family issues. I'm surprised she actually came here. I guess she couldn't wait any longer. She actually left me behind. What kind of mother is she? You spent all of our money and put me into debt using my name without my permission. I can't even think of you as our child anymore. Shut up! At first, she told me she had borrowed money because she needed help financially. Do you know why your mother said it was her debt? When I told her what happened, she said she'd take care of it. She was gonna pay it off for me, I guess. Well, listen, she changed her mind. Now? You didn't even go see her once in the hospital, did you? Nope. So? She finally realized she was just a money tree to you. Well, it's a little late, but I'm glad she finally noticed. I didn't visit her because I was a little busy. It doesn't make sense that she'd abandon me because I didn't visit her. You are unemployed. What were you so busy with? You have nothing but time. I was worried about her. I don't think you are that worried. You didn't even know when she was getting out of the hospital. Fine, but it's irresponsible of her to leave me behind for that reason. We are your parents, and all you do is take. I don't understand you. So, what am I supposed to do about the debt? You have to pay it off. All of it. It's in your name. You can't change it. Too late. Actually, I called my bank and I've already explained to them that you use my name without my permission. So what? You're still responsible for the payment. I've also consulted a lawyer. If the signature analysis proves you forged my name, then I'm not responsible for the debt. You must be kidding me! Your mother hasn't paid back a penny of it yet. So, I'm gonna make you pay back the $50,000 with interest. Just be ready for that. I'm still deeply scarred from the workplace harassment. I'm not healthy enough to look for work yet. You were lazy at work and they told you off. Do you really think that counts as workplace harassment? Are you crazy? How do you know that? At work, didn't you have a classmate from high school? Yeah, did he tell you that? I didn't really trust you, so I called him. I can't believe you did that! I heard you slacked off whenever you had a chance, forced your colleagues to pick up the slack, and you just did whatever you wanted instead. I don't really remember. Stop playing dumb. When your boss found out and called you in, you got upset and quit on the spot. This is the real reason why you can't work, isn't it? It's true, I may have slacked off a bit, but I thought the way he lectured me was considered harassment in this day and age. There's nothing wrong in reprimanding lazy employees. It's not old-fashioned. Whatever, I'm gonna call Mom now. Too late. Dad, no matter what you say, when she hears her son's voice, she'll change her mind and help me. Mom got a new phone. What about her phone number? She changed it and her email address too. And she got a new WhatsApp account. Basically, you can't get a hold of her anymore. Are you serious? Yes, she's done with you. Your mother said she's not gonna keep in touch with you. Is she there? Yes, she's here. Can you ask her for me? This is gonna ruin my wedding plans. I'm sure she'd care about that, wouldn't she? Are you talking about the woman you met online through that game you play? Yeah, it wouldn't be so funny if my marriage plans get cancelled because of you guys. Tell her to help me. Let me get this straight. You've got the $50,000 debt and the $4,000 per month I've been sending, and a $500 monthly allowance from your mother. You spent all of it on your fiancé, didn't you? Your mom told me everything. That's right. She runs a company and she needed extra money to cover some losses. That's why I transferred the money to her.
Are you saying this business owner needed your money? That's odd.
For her startup company, she's been working her butt off to get things rolling.
But I don't understand why you had to help her.
I'm gonna be her husband. I'm supposed to support her. Besides, she wanted to put some of the money aside for our wedding. I didn't give her all of the money for the business. She kept some of it aside for us.
That's why you borrowed money in my name?
It's pretty common that parents pay for their kids' wedding, isn't it?
Well, I'm sure there are families that can afford that.
In that case, why don't you consider the debt as wedding gift? You can at least do that for me.
Hey, have you ever thought you might be getting scammed?
What the hell are you talking about?
Have you met her?
I haven't met her yet, in person, but she sent me pictures. I'll send you her photos, Dad. Isn't she adorable? There's just no way she could be a scammer.
Anybody can create a fake profile with free images online.
You'll see. I'm gonna text her now. I'll prove she's not a fraud. It's weird. She hasn't texted me back yet. She usually replies right away.
Maybe she knows you're on to her. It's quite possible she's already flown the coop.
That's impossible!
Tom, I'm not a cold-hearted man. Regarding your debt, I'll help you out. You don't need to panic.
You're gonna help me pay it off?
Here's the thing. I've got a connection to a center where you can get the help you need.
What are you talking about?
This institution offers programs to help people get their lives back to normal. You can get your life in order under professional supervision. And they'll also help you explore different job opportunities. Oh, but you won't be allowed to use your phone or a computer.
Oh my God! It sounds like hell!
But you'll get paid once you find a job. You'll be able to pay off your debt in no time.
I won't have much freedom!
I don't care. You'll have to pay back every penny of the money you've stolen.
You're financially stable?
For you to straighten out your life, you have to face your punishment.
You can't do that to me!
I have to tell you one more thing. Your mom and I are selling the house. So, you have no choice but to go to the institution.
I had no idea this was coming!
We had no choice. Otherwise, you wouldn't have learned your lesson, would you?
Holy cow!
Some staff from the facility will be coming to pick you up soon. You'd better behave.
Dad, please! I'll behave!
It's not something a 20-year-old man should have to say. If you want us to consider you part of the family again, you should think about what you've done while you are at the center.
Oh my God!
The center came and picked him up. My wife and I consulted the police about the fraudster who scammed Tom. As the result of the investigation, the suspect was identified. She got arrested, but we haven't gotten the money back. Tom has been working at the institution and sends us money every month. At first, we received letters from him begging for help. But lately, he's been expressing regret about his actions. His new life at the center has us relieved. My wife seems anxious at first, but she spends more time for herself now. She studies Chinese, does yoga and whatnot. I'm happy for her. Unfortunately, Tom didn't grow up the way we expected. It is all my fault. We will continue to support Tom until he gets back on the right track for his future.
Please, pick up the phone.
What? What the hell? You're being a pain in the ass. Don't call me a million times.
It's an emergency. Oliver, come home. My water broke.
What? What did you say?
My water broke. I'm having the baby. Where are you? Come home. I have to get ready to go to the hospital.
What a pain in the ass. You're gonna have to go by yourself. I can't. I'm busy.
What? No, it's not about being busy or anything. My water broke. The baby's coming. Get it?
So what? Why don't you just go to the hospital or wherever? Don't bomb me with calls. You're a pain in the ass.
Why? What are you talking about? What are you thinking? You're going to have a baby? By busy, what do you mean? You've already finished work, haven't you? I don't know where you are, but come home soon.
I can't. I'm at the airport. I'm going on a trip with Carla. I won't be back for 4 or 5 days.
What? Wait, Carla? You're still seeing that woman? You said you'd never see her again. And what's with the trip? You knew I was about to give birth. You told me you'd never cheat on me again. You promised.
That was just a promise. You're an idiot for believing that. You know what? It's your fault. Just because you're pregnant and you're sick with morning sickness, your hair is shaggy, you don't wear makeup, you don't cook anything good. You have a belly, you're out of shape, and you abandoned your womanhood. You aren't even doing your job as a wife, which is to take care of your husband. You can understand why I want to be pampered by Carla. If you don't like it, try being a good woman who won't make a guy cheat on her.
I can't believe you. You said you didn't want to break up with me. You got down on your knees and said you'd never cheat on me again. I thought I could forgive you because it was your first time, so I rebuilt the relationship. I even kept quiet about it to your parents. You betrayed me.
Because if I had just left you like that, I would have had to pay alimony, right? You even hired a professional to collect all kinds of evidence. You're so sneaky. That's why I cry so hard and go down on my knees, just until things cool down.
Oh my God, that's terrible. You're a real jerk. I'm leaving you. I'm divorcing you this time. I still have proof of the last affair. I'll make you pay alimony. I'll never forgive you again.
You're really out of your mind. That stuff is long gone.
What?
And that photo evidence you hid from me. The investigation report from the detective agency, everything. I erased all the evidence of the affair. I found it and threw it away while you couldn't get around. Otherwise, I wouldn't have openly declared an affair. I'm not an idiot like someone I know.
No way! Why?
Your argument is too weak. Even if you divorce me, you can't get alimony. You don't have a single piece of evidence. I'll delete this message in a second. No one will believe anything you say. You're just gonna cry yourself to sleep, aren't you?
That's terrible! You're horrible!
Say what you want. You don't have any parents or relatives. You can't get a divorce. You'll be a single mom with no alimony, and that's just hard. If you swear to be a house slave for me and Carla, and you get down on your knees and cry, I won't divorce you.
Who's gonna get down on their knees for you? You're a bastard! I'll never forgive you! Even if you get down on your knees and apologize, I'll never forgive you this time!
I don't need your forgiveness. Well then, I'm going on a trip with my girlfriend. If you want to have a baby, have it alone. I don't give a shit what happens with it. Don't call me while we're on vacation. Well then, good luck. Sis, I've been getting a lot of calls from you for quite a while now. Is something wrong?
What do you mean, it's something wrong? What have you been doing? Why did you keep ignoring my calls until now?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was on a business trip. It was an important trip. I just wanted to focus on work. I had to turn my phone off for a while.
Business trip? How dare you? How can you leave your home with a pregnant wife in the last month of pregnancy? Aren't you worried about Eleanor? You're my brother, but you're a horrible person.
I had to work. I had no choice.
No need for excuses. It's already too late.
What? What do you mean?
The ceremony was over yesterday.
The ceremony? What ceremony? You don't mean a funeral?
Yes, I do. I sent you a bunch of messages.
No, sorry. I haven't seen them yet. Oh, the funeral. You don't mean it's Eleanor's? Oh my god. You think it's because I've been away? And the baby too? Oh my god. I should have stayed home. I'm sorry, Eleanor and the baby are in heaven. How am I gonna live on my own now?
What? What are you talking about? It was our mother who died.
What? Our mother?
Mom passed away. The funeral was yesterday.
What? Why Mom? Not Eleanor and the baby? I thought Eleanor and the baby went to heaven.
Huh? The baby was born safely 3 days ago in the middle of the night. Eleanor is a little tired, but she's fine too.
No way. Seriously? Are they safe? Eleanor and the baby too? What the... Don't confuse me like that.
What was that reaction? It's as if you're disappointed that they're okay.
No way. There's no way that's true. Don't be weird, sis. I'm glad they're okay. But I can't believe Mom died all of a sudden. I'm shocked and confused. Mom, she was frail, but she wasn't sick, and she's been fine lately, hasn't she? How did it happen?
You hypocrite! Whose fault do you think it is? You are the disappointment as a child.
Huh? Why am I the one who's getting yelled at?
You know, Mother died because she found out about your infidelity.
What?
3 nights ago, Mom called Eleanor. She wanted to visit her, but Eleanor didn't answer the phone, so she asked me to check on her because she was worried about her. So I went to see her in the middle of the night and found her at the front door in labor. I rushed her to the hospital. In the delivery room, she talked about your past affairs and how you left her when her water broke and went on a trip with your girlfriend. When Mom heard about it, she collapsed. She was in shock and she just... Mom had always been frail. She was in the hospital, so they were able to treat her right away, but they couldn't save her in time. That's how shocked she must have been to hear
that her own son was a cheating bastard. No, what? Wait a minute. Why are you talking about me cheating on her? Where's the proof that I cheated on her? I didn't cheat on her. Eleanor is lying. She's jealous because I'm busy on a business trip. I bet she lied to get attention. That's enough. I've got tons of evidence. Photos and reports Eleanor collected in the past. Eleanor showed them to me too. You can't get away with it. You're lying. I'm sure I threw everything away. You've always been out of touch. Eleanor made sure to back up everything. She hid them in a place you'd never look. And the outburst you texted this time, and your declaration that you're going on a trip with your girlfriend, it was all captured in screenshots. Looks like Eleanor was one step ahead of you. You can't be serious. You already saw everything? I saw it, and so did Dad, who came over later. Dad and I are both furious. I can't forgive you for my mother dying of shock because of you. And I can't forgive you for taking such a nice girl as your wife and then playing around with another woman. And you left Eleanor when her water broke and went on a trip to cheat on her. You're the kind of person who thinks that if Eleanor died because of that, you'd hook up with your lover. That's why you were so happy when you thought that Eleanor and the child died, right? Shame on you, you bastard! No, it wasn't. It's not my fault. It's all her fault. She made excuses for the pregnancy. She stopped doing her chores, stopped wearing makeup. She stopped being a woman. And when I went to get a girlfriend for comfort, she made a big fuss about cheating, divorce, alimony, and so on. I'm the one who has to live with someone who stopped being a woman. It's her fault for not trying to be more feminine. If it's alimony, I'm the one who wants it. You'd understand, wouldn't you, sis? You'll take my side, won't you? You've got to be kidding me. Eleanor risked her life to have your child. You betrayed her and put her in danger. And now you're telling me she's not doing the housework? You're no more than a kid with the brain of a junior high school student. No, but I don't think it's my fault alone. You are all blaming me, and it's terrible. Shut up. I'm sure Dad will tell you officially later. We're disowning you from our family. It's your uncle's company you work for now. He'll fire you before you can cause any trouble for the company. And you'll pay Eleanor alimony and get a divorce. What? Wait, disowned? What do you mean, fired? This is a final decision. From now on, you're not allowed one step in our house. And you're not allowed to have any contact with Eleanor or her child. I'll kick your ass if you break any of the conditions. We don't need a scumbag like you in our family. Wait a minute, sis. I'm sorry. I didn't mean for any of this to happen. I never thought my mom would die of shock. If I had known, I never would have cheated on Eleanor. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Apologizing to me won't make up for what you did to Eleanor. It won't bring Mom back. Go to hell. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. No way. I'll never forgive you. Oliver and Carla were then apprehended by Violet and her relatives. They were dragged out in front of her relatives, and he was disowned by his father. Next, he was made to pay alimony for the affair in one lump sum and promised to divorce me. Finally, Oliver's uncle fired him. Instantly,
They were both kicked out with nothing but their clothes on their back. Oliver became unemployed and penniless, and after a big fight with Carla, they broke up. Once he sent me a video of himself crying and apologizing and tried to get back together with me. After that, Violet went to physically beat him up, and I never heard from him again. I am now a single mother. My father-in-law and Violet care about me and help me. I am able to manage my life while raising my child. I also visit my mother-in-law's grave every month. I'm sorry to have gotten her involved in my problems. But thanks to my mother-in-law calling me that night, both mother and child are safe and sound. I will continue to offer my gratitude and offerings to her.
Excuse me, Carrie? Carrie? Why aren't you at your desk? I have an urgent task for you and you are out of office. This is unbelievable. Huh? Oh, this is Linda from sales? How are you doing, Linda? Get back here as soon as you can. It's almost COB. Why are you slacking off? You're 7 years older than me. It's embarrassing. Sorry, I'm out shopping right now. Huh? Shopping? We're having a barbecue tomorrow at the office. We're buying food for it. Oh, the barbecue that Mark is hosting. The big boss, huh? I like him. He's good looking, only 32, and he's a nice guy who treats his employees well. I wonder if he has a girlfriend. Hey, what do you think? Hey, Linda, I thought you had something urgent for me. Huh? Oh, that's right. I should be back in about 30 minutes. Please leave a memo with the necessary information on my desk. If there is anything I don't understand, I will ask. Got it. Linda, where are you? The deadline for the task you left me is today. Yep, that's why I said it was urgent. It looks like something that could have been handled a month ago. Why are we doing it now? There's a lot going on over here. The only reason that you can put food on the table is the sales department's hard work. Don't argue with me, just get it done. I am free right now, so I'll take care of it, but please be careful next time. Yes, of course. Speaking of which, have you finished shopping for tomorrow's barbecue yet? What? Yes, I did. I'm in the middle of putting the items in the fridge right now, but I have other employees working on it. I'm looking forward to tomorrow. Hey, I heard you're free to wear whatever you want, so I'm thinking of wearing a cute dress to win Mark's heart. What about you, Carrie? It's a barbecue, so I think I'll wear something that's easy to move around in and won't get dirty. Lol. I guess that's all office workers know how to wear anyways. Especially basic old ladies like you. Lol. JK. I'm done. I hope so. Anyways, I'm gonna go finish up our task. Leave the printout on my desk when you're done. Oh no, Carrie. I don't care that you're a basic old lady. What's with the jeans and hoodie? The boss is hosting a barbecue today, you know? This is your chance to impress your handsome young president. You don't know how to get a man's attention. Oh, look who's an expert. You'll get dirty while grilling meat and washing dishes. That's why sensible people don't wear dresses to work barbecue. You don't get it. An event like today is a rare chance to get to know the president. Oh, yeah? Yeah. Oh, I get it. You're dressed like that because you know your role. My role? Yes. A secretary is just a company maid. So that makes you the waiter at today's barbecue, right? Well, General Affairs does take care of the events Mark hosts. But come on, a waiter? Oh, sorry. Then you'll be my exclusive meat cook. What? There's only so much a waitress can do. A waitress has to take care of the employees and entertain them. So you'd better listen to my orders. Cook your own meat. Huh? I'm going to refill the drinks, if you'll excuse me. Huh? Hey, you're my personal waiter. Don't ignore me. Hurry up and come over here and grill my meat. Carrie, why are you chatting with the boss behind my back? You're just a clerk. You should know your place. Don't you dare flirt with the president. I'm the only one who can deal with the president. I'm in sales. We are the top department. We had a moment earlier when I offered him a glass of wine. I almost have him, so don't mess this up for me. And stay out of my way. Haha, nice touch. How does it feel to have beer poured over your head? Stop! You're the one who did it. That's what happens when you're just an office clerk trying to impress the boss. I was just talking to the president because he asked me to. Oh, I bet. Come on, get back to being my personal waiter. I've already blessed you with beer. Go back to grilling meat for me. I'm going to go change. Huh? It won't make any difference if you change your clothes. I'll catch a cold if I don't. Oh, by the way, the boss said he had a surprise announcement at the end of the barbecue. Maybe he will profess his love for me? He probably liked it when I poured a beer on your head. Yay, I'm going to be the princess of the ball. Oh, there's some meat on the grill. I'll eat it while I still can. Oh, that's right. After the announcement, I could bring the beautifully cooked meal to the president and say, I grilled it myself. And then we'll make out in front of everyone. That can't be allowed. Oh, this meat is great. What the hell was that surprise? The boss said he's going to introduce his fiancée? So we're going straight to the engagement? Not what I expected, but I can get used to the idea. What's Carrie doing? The engagement announcement wasn't supposed to be for 2 more months. Huh? But you've been after Mark so blatantly. So what? There's no one more qualified to be the boss's wife than I am. You know Mark is a recovering alcoholic? What? He told you he wasn't drinking, but you insisted. While Mark was out of the room, you poured alcohol into his coffee without permission. If I hadn't noticed, he would have drunk it and been carried off the wagon. What? Wasn't that wine in that cup? I told you he can't drink, so we know it wasn't wine. I thought you were just embarrassed by my pouring. I felt your behavior put Mark in danger. And pouring beer on my head? That was too far. So we announced our engagement early. What a joke! How can a secretary marry the president of the company? You're basically a maid doing jobs anyone could do. I've known Mark since I was a child, and we've been dating since we were 20 years old. What? We used to work for different companies. When Mark decided to take over his grandfather's company, I thought a wife ought to know something about her husband's company, so I came here with him. Well, if you're just a secretary, it's easy to change jobs, isn't it? Linda, you don't understand how hard it is to be a secretary and seem to look down on me. And I don't really need that from one of the lowest performing people in sales. Whatever. If Mark is taken, I'll just go to the next one. The next one? The executive director's son. He's the president of the venture business. The executive director's son. He's a ball buster. Yeah, I don't think so. What? Why not? Remember eating all the meat that someone else was grilling? What's wrong with eating meat that's already cooked? That meat was being grilled by the executive director's son. Huh? It was a family barbecue, so the executive director's son was there too. He said, I was supposed to cook for myself, but there was a woman who was eating the meat as fast as I grilled it. She was wearing this prissy dress that did not belong at a barbecue. Who do you think he was talking about? I don't know. I wouldn't be worrying about an engagement right now if I were you. Hey, why am I being fired? I didn't do anything to get fired. It's the company's decision, not mine. Maybe you told the boss something. I wouldn't let my personal feelings affect work. But, your behavior at the barbecue certainly triggered it. What do you mean? First of all, you snuck alcohol into the cup of the president, who is a recovering alcoholic. Second, you poured beer on my head. Also, you ignored common courtesy and stole food others cooked. From this situation, it was suggested that there may be other victims of your behavior, and the internal compliance staff investigated. What? Investigation? Let me explain. I am also a member of the compliance department and the person in charge of this case. And then the questions started popping up. At a party in a department, you encouraged an 18-year-old employee to drink alcohol. Then you made fun of them for not drinking. Let's see. There is trying to steal another employee's sales results. And, of course, there were many other minor complaints that kept coming up. I have complaints? For some reason, it had not come up until now. But adding them all up, they were quite severe. You've also been causing trouble for business partners, and that's what I know. No way. Sorry about that. This was explained to you when you were fired, wasn't it? Yes. You should really try respecting others. It's a pretty basic life skill. Now, if you'll excuse me. How did someone like Linda end up in the sales, which is the top department? I've been wondering. I heard that the former sales manager had a connection who owed her a favor and couldn't turn her down. I'm not sure how to feel about that. Besides from pouring beer on me, Linda really provided very little for the company. Apparently, a damage report was filed in connection with an 18-year-old employee. I talked to Mark and decided to give priority to that case. After that, the note was settled with a large amount of debt, either as a settlement or as a consolation payment. Now, to repay her debts, she is working a series of grueling jobs. She is now living in extreme poverty, complaining, "Why me?"
Hi, Matt. Do you have a minute now? Oh, hello. Yeah, I have time. I was just relaxing at home. Is something wrong? I was wondering if I could talk to you about something. I have a favor to ask. A favor? You have a wedding next month, right? And I don't want you to come. What? I don't want you to come. You, Matt. What? What, is this some kind of joke? What are you going to do if I'm not at the wedding next month? I'm the groom. How can a groom miss his own wedding? I'm not joking. I'm really asking. What? Are you seriously asking me to not attend? Me, the groom? My own wedding? Yes, I'm sorry. No, come on. Why? Why should I not go to my own wedding? And it's in a month. Tell me, what's going on? I know. Where do I start? First of all, yesterday, I found out my daughter is pregnant. What? Monica is? She said she wasn't feeling well, so I took her to the doctor. They said she's in her 3rd month of pregnancy. But Monica said, you're not the father. What? The father of the baby is a boy named Eddie. He's been a family friend for a long time. In other words, he's Monica's childhood friend. My daughter is pregnant with her childhood friend's baby. What do you mean? Are you saying Monica was having an affair with her childhood friend? Don't say it like that. They were going together in middle school. Before high school, he moved away for some reasons with his parents. He and Monica drifted apart. Eddie moved back here about 6 months ago, and that's when they started seeing each other again. Started dating? Even though she's engaged? Yes. Anyway, a lot happened and she got pregnant. Monica says she wants to get married to Eddie. He's Monica's first love, her first boyfriend, the father of her child. I just want her to be happy. He's the father of my first grandchild, so I really want her to get married to him. Isn't it romantic to get married with your first love? So, Matt, will you stay away from the wedding? I have no idea what you're talking about. What do you mean? Because she's having a baby with her childhood friend, she's breaking off the engagement and marrying him? No, that's not it. She's still marrying you. What? The wedding ceremony will be with Eddie, but she's not breaking off the engagement. She's getting married to you. What? Why? Actually, Eddie just quit his job recently. I don't know what his parents do now, but the financial situation doesn't look good. I'm sure the wedding will be nice, but I don't think he will make a good spouse. I don't get what you mean. Oh yes, and then there's another thing. Monica wants to raise the child with Eddie, both during the pregnancy and after the birth. She said she wants to live in a new house with Eddie. What? The new house? You don't mean the one we're planning to move into at the end of the month? Me and Monica's new house? That's right. Monica, Eddie, the baby, they want to live there together as a family of 3. So you will have to continue to live in the apartment you're in now. If that's not possible, you can move to another apartment or condo. Hold on. Wait a minute. Not only will you take away my wedding, but also my new house? I'm paying for the wedding in the new place. I even took out a loan. Don't just keep talking about money. Matt, you work for a good company and earn a lot of money. Think of it as a congratulatory gift for my daughter. Huh? Congratulatory gift? For the wedding, the pregnancy, and the birth. Anyway, that's why. For my daughter, her baby, and her father, let them have the wedding and the new house. I'll let you register the marriage. Just hold on a damn minute. Do you know what you're saying? Of course I do. There's nothing difficult about it, is it? Of course, you'll be the legal husband. And of course, you're going to pay for my daughter's living expenses. You'll also take care of all the child support for the child she gave birth to. You're going to be our son-in-law. As the husband, you're going to support my daughter and grandchildren. Really? What are you saying? Are you okay? I'm really worried. Are you really serious? Am I saying something funny? No, I'm sorry. Please give me some time to think about it. I'll talk it over with Monica. We have a lot to take care of. Is that so? We don't have much time before the wedding, so please hurry. Monica, I talked to your mother. Is it true that you're pregnant and the father is a childhood friend? You're getting married to him, is it true? Oh, you heard from Mom? That's right. I'm going to the next wedding meeting with Eddie. You don't have to come, Matt. I can't wait to see Eddie in his tuxedo. Monica, Don't you think it's funny that you said that? What? You have a fiancé and you're getting married to your childhood friend, living together because he's the father of your child? You don't think it's strange at all? What? Are you jealous? Did you want to get married with me too? Then let's do it again after the baby's born. No, it's not about jealousy or anything like that. You have a fiancé and you're with another man. I'm just saying it's crazy. I didn't know you were that into weddings. I thought the bride was the star of the show, not the guy. But to be honest, Eddie is better looking. I think he'd be more Instagrammable as the groom. That's why I want Eddie as the groom. Listen, that's not what I'm talking about. You're engaged to someone else. You're having an affair with another guy and you're pregnant. And then steal away the wedding and the new house? I'm just saying it's not right. I didn't plan to get pregnant, but it can't be helped. I mean, we haven't even registered yet, so it's up to me who I go out with. What's your problem? What? Once we register the marriage, you will be the husband, so it's fine. Even about Eddie and I living in the new house, it's for the baby that's going to be born, right? It's better to be with your real dad. All you have to do is support me as a second dad. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with you? Oh, speaking of getting married, Dad said, when we get officially married, he wants you to help out more with our business. Huh? Matt, after work or on your days off, you know how you help my family's business? If you get married to me, you'll be a part of my family. He said you can take care of our business more. He said he's thinking of expanding sales channels, so do a good job. Wait a minute. What do you mean you can take care of our business more? Your father said you're short-handed and he needed my help. I'm helping him out on my days off for the love of my fiancé. I'm already working the same as a full-time employee. And all without pay. If I work any more than this, it will ruin my real job. But I heard another person quit and it's been hard. We're a family. We're supposed to help each other out. I can't expand your sales channels. I made a lot of improvements in efficiency by creating manuals and setting up macros. But even now, we're barely keeping up with the number of people we have. If you want me to do any more work for you, you have to pay me a regular salary or it's not worth it. Are you trying to take money from my family? Oh, so you are that difficult. You're so bitter. What's with that? Then why don't you help him? I can't help you for free anymore. I can't. I don't know anything about my father's work. I'm pregnant now. You're a man. It's normal for you to work hard. I'll do my best with housework and childcare too. Don't be so narrow-minded and do your best, okay? For me, the baby, and Eddie, heart. Narrow-minded? Oh, that's it. I don't know. I can't talk about it anymore. I don't care anymore. Do whatever you want. I'll do whatever I want too. Yeah? Well, I'm glad you're on board. Oh, I'll introduce you to Eddie sometime. No, that's okay. I'll sort things out for now. Just leave me alone for a week. Matt. come on. Answer the phone. What do you think you're doing? Oh, hi. Is something wrong? What do you mean, is something wrong? Monica said she couldn't reach you, so I called. Oh, yeah, Monica. Monica doesn't seem to understand English. I'm blocking her for now. What are you doing at a time like this? Monica and Eddie went to the wedding venue for a meeting today. They were told that the wedding was cancelled. The cancellation fee has been paid and all the formalities are already done. I don't understand. What the hell is going on? Oh, that? I cancelled it. What? You cancelled it? Why would you do that? Because I wasn't going to be there. Is there a problem? Is there... It's Monica and Eddie's wedding, not mine. I have no obligation to pay for someone else's wedding. It's my money, so there's no problem, right? My wedding and my money. Don't talk like it's all yours. It would have been Monica's wedding too. But I paid for the entire ceremony once, didn't I? After the ceremony, I'll calculate it with the congratulatory money and pay back half of it. Then, it is still completely my money at this stage, isn't it? That's true. But I can't believe you suddenly canceled without saying anything. Monica had been looking forward to it for a long time. This is terrible. I've been looking forward to it for a long time too, until you asked me to not come. Anyway, I won't let someone else's wedding be held with my money. If you want to have a wedding, Monica and the other guy can pay for it. You can start planning from scratch again. It's such a waste. We've been preparing for it for a long time. What a waste of time. By the way, is the wedding the only thing you wanted to talk about? Anything else? What else? What other things? There are many other things, aren't there? Like the fact that I sold the new house. What? You sold your new house? Yes. Luckily, I sold it with a mortgage. I have a friend who works for a real estate company. He said it was new and in a good location, so he got a buyer right away. What? Why? That's where Monica and my grandchildren were supposed to live. Because I wasn't going to live there. The land and buildings were in my name too, so I sold them. I don't need a house I'm not going to live in. You're so selfish. What are you thinking? Speaking of selfishness, I'm helping your husband's company. I'm quitting from today. I erased everything I made. What? Manuals, things I made to improve efficiency. I've erased all the paper and data. From tomorrow, you'll be working as you were before I came on. What? Why did you do that? Why did you do that? I'm an outsider. I created it on my own. I'm free to erase it or throw it away. You'll get in trouble. You can't even do your daily work. You can't even talk about expanding our sales channels. Wow. I'm just the daughter's fiancé, and I'm supposed to help with something that will interfere with my daily work. That amount of work without pay, it's absolutely ridiculous. Put it back the way it was right away. If we can't operate, everyone's going to be in trouble. I don't wanna. I mean, who is everyone? The employees? I don't think anyone will be in trouble. They're planning to quit tomorrow. Huh? Quit? To be honest, your company's policy is horrible. There are only a few of us, so each of us has a lot of work. And it's hard work. Overtime until late at night is common, and we don't get paid for it. On top of that, the wages are low. You make outsiders like me work without pay. There are many other things that are against the Labor Standards Act, aren't there? That's why I told the employees. I told them how much people get paid at other companies in the same industry for the amount of work they do now. I told them about my main job and the salary. I also introduced them to companies I know. I gave them my personal card and told them that my company was also looking for new employees. Everyone was very pleased. They're going to submit their resignations tomorrow. All of them. What? Come on. They're going to use their paid vacations until the day they quit. No one will come. What are we going to do without them? What are we going to do without people? What are you going to do about this? What am I going to do? It's not up to me. I think the Labor Department will decide. I've reported everything that happened earlier to the Labor Bureau. What? Labor Bureau? I took evidence of illegal long working hours and unpaid overtime, and I went to the Labor Standards Inspection Office. I'm sure there will be an investigation soon. What the hell did you do? If the Labor Standards Inspection Bureau investigates, it will really ruin our company. Oh, you were aware of that, weren't you? You knew you were doing something you shouldn't have done. And what would our neighbors and relatives say? What would I say to my sisters-in-law, the company that has been in business since our great-grandfather's time goes under? What excuse would I give to my sisters-in-law and others? Don't worry. You don't need to worry. What? I've already explained the situation to all the relatives, mine and yours too. What? Since the wedding was cancelled, I've been making the rounds to those who were planning to attend. I've explained the situation in detail. I also handed out printed copies of the messages from you and Monica. Everyone was very kind and listened to me. Oh no! They were very sympathetic thanks to the explanation I gave them. They said it was natural for me to break off our marriage engagement. What? You're breaking off the engagement? You mean you're calling off the marriage? Of course! I can't get married after all this. It's a good thing we didn't enter the registry yet. Oh, about compensation for breaking off the engagement? I'm sure you'll be contacted by my lawyer at a later date. You'll have to go through my lawyer for all future correspondence. Wait a minute. You think you can get away with this? Monica is carrying a baby, and you're going to ruin our company like this. Don't you care what happens to me, Monica, or my grandchildren? I don't care if your whole family is ruined. Insane people like you. What? Cheating on your fiancé and getting pregnant? Monica wants to get married and live in a new house with her lover, and you people who condone it and try to treat me like a slave, I hope you all go to hell. I didn't mean to treat you like slaves. If I'm not a slave, then what? You would take away the wedding ceremony and the new house that I paid for. You'll get me registered, but I have to pay for the living expenses as the husband. It's my wife's child, and I'm supposed to pay child support even though it's someone else's child. I've been working for free, and now you want me to do more? How much do I have to be disrespected by you? No, you misunderstood me. I didn't mean it like that. You're taking it too personally. Too personally? You're saying you didn't do anything wrong? So you're okay with me doing the same thing? Suppose I had an ex-girlfriend from childhood. She's pregnant. So I got married with her and move in with her in a new house. Monica pays for the ceremony and the new house. Monica is the one who registers the marriage, so she's paying for living expenses and child support. I make her help with my family's business for free. If I told Monica to do that, you'd forgive me? That's what it would be like if it were the other way around. That's because men and women are different. I don't know what to tell you. Well, I'm sure you'll be hearing from my lawyer in the near future. Please don't contact me directly again. Wait, I'm sorry. Let's talk. I think there's a misunderstanding between us. You can talk to my lawyer. Also, I did some research and found out that Eddie has a wife and kids. He has 3 kids. What? Are you serious? Well, I guess that's that then. Goodbye. After that, I immediately blocked all contacts on Monica's side. My boss introduced me to a lawyer who acted as a barrier. A few days later, we had a meeting. Monica and her mother made excuses like, "We were spoiled because he was going to be the husband." Monica's father added fuel to the fire by saying, "We've reported you to the labor department too, so we're even." Eddie only apologized to his wife, whom I had called. He was making my parents so mad at him. I had my lawyer beat them up thoroughly. Monica for $11,000 in compensation, including the wedding cancellation fee. Eddie paid compensation to me and his wife and divorced her. Eddie cried and clung to me, but I hit him with a restraining order and cut him off. After that, Monica's father's company was investigated by the Labor Standards Bureau and sued by former employees for non-payment of overtime wages, so the company went bankrupt. When he asked for help from his relatives, he was completely rejected. He gave up his parents' house and land and now holds up in a shabby apartment. Monica hasn't been able to get in touch with Eddie since the meeting. She cries all the time because she doesn't know what to do with the child. She sends me letters through my lawyer asking me to do something about it. But I tear them up and ignore them, thinking that she deserves what she gets. I just wish she would get on with her life and not prey on others. I sometimes felt a little depressed at my own lack of discernment, but my parents, friends, and colleagues comforted me. I'm back to the same life as before. I've put all those horrible people behind me. I'm going to try my best to improve myself so that I can meet a more wonderful person.
Hi, Avery. Are you busy now? Oh, hi, Riley. Where do you think I am? Right now? Come to think of it, I haven't seen you in a while. It seems like your sister and her husband are doing kindergarten drop-offs and pickups for your son lately. Yeah, that's right. Actually, you know what? I'm on vacation right now. Oh, for a week? Half of our vacation is over, but we've got one more week to go. Wow, that's a long trip. I see. That's why you left your son with your sister. That's pretty much what it is. Actually, you know what? I think I'm getting my son a dad on this trip. A dad? You see, I've been a single mom since I divorced my husband 2 years ago. I wanted to give my son a new dad as soon as possible, so I've been looking for a guy who could potentially be a candidate. So, are you traveling with your boyfriend? Exactly. The reason I'm texting you is to let you know that it's got something to do with you, too. What? With me? What does your remarriage have to do with me? I guess it would be easier if I showed you this picture. Huh? This is my handsome boyfriend. Wait a minute. Isn't that my husband Thomas? Yep, that's right. Then, Thomas is supposed to be on a 2-week trip with his buddies from school, but he's actually traveling with you, having an affair? That's right. Why? Why my husband? It's obvious. Your husband is the next president of the company, right? And he's at a company that is rapidly growing now. A man with such high specs would be perfect for me. He would also be the perfect father for my son. My mom also told me that if I really wanted to get married again, I should be careful in choosing a decent man. I don't think that's what your mother meant. Isn't it common sense to find a single man? Of all these choices, you went for a married man? Are you crazy? Well, if you break up with him, Thomas will be single. No, what I meant is that you should look for a single man to begin with. Well, it's too late to say anything at this point. Thomas is completely in love with me, physically and emotionally. You are? Oh, don't worry. I'll pay you compensation. It's definite that I will become rich like a celebrity marrying Thomas. It's no exaggeration to say that I will soon have all the money I need. That's not the point. Just calm down. I'll be on my way home after enjoying one more week of trip. Huh? You should come home right away. There's no way I can wait for one more week with this being said. Aww. Riley? Don't even think about calling Thomas. Huh? Didn't he tell you? I know he told you not to call him during the trip because he won't be able to get your calls. Wait, did you tell Thomas not to get my calls? Yes, I did. I asked him to keep his phone off all the time so that we can enjoy our alone time together. No way! Does he know that you're revealing all this to me? Nope, not yet. I just wanted to help him put things in perspective so that it'll be easier for him to divorce you after he gets home in a week. In other words, you're doing this all on your own? Aw, don't be rude. I'm sure he'll be delighted that I help him with such a heartfelt surprise. Well then, I'll be shutting off my phone too. Just like Thomas. I'll see you in a week. Bye-bye.
Good morning, Avery. I'm Lisa, Riley's sister. It was nice to chat with you and exchange numbers the other day. Oh, hi. Good morning. I'm sorry to bother you, but do you happen to know anything about my sister? I can't get in touch with her. What? My sister is in the middle of a trip with a man she's been seeing for about a week now. Last night I had to make an urgent call to her, but no matter how many times I tried to call her, it doesn't go through. I tried texting, but she won't read the message and won't return my emails too. It seems like she has already checked out of the hotel she was supposed to stay at. I wonder where she is now. You've tried everything you can think of? Yes, I did, but nothing worked. I am now trying to contact my sister's mom's friends, to all those I know of. Riley has her phone shut off completely now. What? Why? She doesn't want her trip with her boyfriend interrupted. Probably she plans to keep the status quo until she comes back from her trip. Do you know something? I can't believe she's keeping her phone off. Looks like you don't know who your sister is dating. No. She told me that she won't be able to introduce him for some personal reason of his until the marriage is finalized. I see. She does seem to understand that it would be a problem if they got caught. What is going on? Riley's boyfriend? He's my husband. What? Is that for sure? She sent me a photo of them flirting on the trip. I'm going to ask them what this is all about, but it seems true from the look of it. I'm sorry about my sister. I can't believe she's doing this again. Again? I'm going to be honest with you. She's divorced because she cheated on her ex-husband. Not only that, the father of her son was another man who was married. I didn't know that. I'm really sorry. You don't need to apologize. But you're forced to take care of her son while she's having an affair. You're a victim too, so to speak. I really don't know what to say. So what is the urgency that you have to get in touch with Riley? Is something wrong? Yes, actually. Our mother, who has been in the hospital for a long time, has been in critical condition since last night. Oh no! The situation is very unpredictable and unstable right now. I tried to contact my sister only to find out this state. I see. Then I shouldn't be here texting with you so long. My uncle is here staying with her now, so... Still, I'm sorry for telling you what I told you at a time like this. No. It's okay. I am rather able to make up my mind now. I'm cutting ties with my sister. You can do whatever you want with her. It's all yours. I understand. I'm going back to my mother's now. I'm sorry for all the trouble my sister has caused you. Now will you please excuse me? Okay. Take care of your mother.
Hi, Avery. I'm on the bullet train on my way home. I turned my phone back on for the first time in a week. It was such a fun trip. He loves me so much and I am beyond happy. Though this must have been difficult for you. I'm sorry I traveled with your husband. Oh, by the way, have you started your divorce procedure? I want to marry him very soon and become like a celebrity wife. By the way, what's best is that no one will be able to mess with me anymore. My mom, who nagged me the most, should be satisfied now that I'm marrying a rich guy. I'm at your mother's funeral right now.
Huh? What funeral? What do you mean, my mom's funeral? Hey! Give me more details.
I'll call you after the ceremony. I've got to go now.
Avery, what the hell are you doing?
What kind of joke is this? What a sick joke. You're a sick person. I'm not there. Riley?
Avery? What's going on? I tried to contact my sister, but she doesn't answer.
Well, she's a mourner. She's got no time to check her phone.
What?
I heard that your father passed away a long time ago. And she couldn't reach you at such a critical moment. Your sister is doing so fine fulfilling her role, putting on a brave face under such circumstances.
Wait. So, is it really true that Mom is dead?
Making a sick joke isn't my taste.
So, it's not a joke.
Your mom, she had a medical emergency the night you turned off your phone. She was able to hang on for a few days, but unfortunately she passed away in the early morning the day before yesterday.
No way! I thought if I remarried a rich man, she'd smile at me again like before.
Is that why you stole my husband?
Yes. When I divorced my ex-husband, my mom, who loved me so much, was furious at me.
Of course she would be angry.
That's why I was going to remarry a rich man with good qualities. I wanted to give her some peace of mind as she gets older. I was finally going to be able to tell her how happy I am.
Hey, Riley, I don't think your mother actually wanted that.
What? Don't talk to me like you know what you're talking about.
That's what your sister Lisa said.
Lisa?
Your mother seemed to have noticed that you were again messing around with a married man.
What?
Lisa said there's a will.
A will?
Well, I don't think it hasn't officially been out yet, and I'm not allowed to say anything about this matter, so please ask Lisa.
Lisa?
Oh, hey, it's you. You finally turned on your phone. Mom? I'm at the crematorium. I'm in the waiting room with the rest of the family waiting for the cremation to be over.
So is she really...
Did Avery tell you? I know how it went. I'm sure you tried to one-up Avery again, as you would normally do on your way from the trip.
And she told you she was at Mom's funeral? Something like that, right? Well... You don't have to come over here.
What?
I won't even allow you to offer incense to Mom. Don't come home either. Ever. Lisa?
What?
Avery told me that Mom left a will.
Yeah. It's not official yet, but shortly before she passed away, she told me. She said that Riley wouldn't understand her words no matter how much she tried to tell you. She had no choice but to tell you in a formal way. She said that she made a will and that she was going to leave all her properties to me.
Huh?
She looked very sad.
Why? I was very close to letting her know that I'm going to marry a man with high specs. If she knew I had a boyfriend, why would she do that?
Don't you get it?
What is it?
I think it's perfectly fine for you to focus on marrying a man with a high spec. I don't think Mom would have complained about that either.
Then why?
But it shouldn't be a married man.
What?
If you go for a married man, that means you're making his family unhappy.
But Mom always said that she wished for my happiness the best.
She was sad that you didn't realize that you were using someone else's unhappiness as a stepping stone to make yourself happy.
What?
I don't think the happiness you get by making someone else unhappy will last long.
In other words, she was lamenting that you will never be able to find happiness if you keep doing what you're doing. She was grieving. What? No! I don't know why you're telling me this now. Mom told you this over and over. What? But you kept interpreting it to suit yourself and never tried to understand Mom's feelings. And then finally, with you and Avery's husband, you're repeating the same thing you did 2 years ago. Because I don't want to hear your excuses. I don't want to hear them. Hey, Lisa, listen. I'm cutting ties with you. What? I've told all of our relatives about your countless many misdeeds. Don't expect anyone to help you. Oh no! Also, we will adopt your son and raise him as our own. Huh? Wait a minute, I'm the mother! How dare you say that? You've been putting all of your responsibility for raising your son on me. What? He loves being with us more than he does with you. No way. We'll discuss the details with our attorney later. I have to get back to the others. Bye. Hey, Avery. I see you've spoken to your sister. Now may I say a word? What? What's going on? I'm divorcing my husband. He's not rich. What? The current president of the company is my father. His father is not the president? No, it's my father, and I am his only daughter. Thomas is just said to be one of the candidates for the next president because he is my husband. What? If Thomas is not capable enough, I may become the next president. Or maybe someone outside our family can be one too. We're still in that stage. Does that mean? Yes, Thomas is not guaranteed to become the next president. No way! The company has already made a decision on how to place Thomas. How to place him? It's outrageous that a man who's supposed to be in charge is unfaithful. Regardless of the fact that I'm the president's daughter and that we're divorced, he's been eliminated as a candidate for the next president. What? Again, we also found out that he was repeatedly engaged in unfaithful actions during work hours, which is interfering with company rules. It has been deemed a compliance problem and a decision has been made on his termination of the contract. No way! Doesn't that mean there's nothing left for him? That's right. You both get what you deserve, though. We will be contacting you through our attorney to demand compensation for your infidelity soon. Huh? Please be prepared. That's terrible! I just lost my mother. My son is about to be taken away by my sister, and you go after me like this? Do you have any decency, any humanity? You say that? You could have shown me a little mercy. I'm going to get you thoroughly. Oh no! Now, if you'll excuse me. A week passed by in a whirlwind of emotions. Then Thomas and I got divorced. Thomas said that he was fooling with Riley just for fun, and he was very stubborn, rejecting to get a divorce, but in the end I was able to convince him to go to court. I managed to get things settled in 3 days by pressuring him with the lawsuit, and persuasion by my parents-in-law, who are both very decent people, also helped. Riley also fought with her sister and her husband for custody of her son, but she was overwhelmingly at a disadvantage and lost miserably. Thomas and Riley ended up falling apart after he found out how Riley bragged to me about their affair. Now both of them are forced to work their butts off for alimony and other expenses. Riley, in particular, is still not allowed to stand at her late mother's grave. She sent me a text once telling me that she's all alone and she's very lonely. I did not reply, but instead, I quietly blocked her.
Sorry, babe. My return got delayed by a day. Something came up and I need to make a quick stop. I'm so sorry.
Oh no. Is your business trip getting extended? I was looking forward to you coming back. Ugh, seriously. Your job is way too demanding.
I'm really sorry. It's tough being away while you're pregnant. I'll be back the day after tomorrow, so it's not much different. How are you feeling? Is there something you want me to get for you? Are you okay with morning sickness, swelling, and all that?
I'm perfectly fine. Morning sickness subsided around the 5th month. If anything, I have more energy than usual, to the point of overeating. The doctor said I can start doing a bit of exercise too. I go for occasional walks. And don't worry, Mom gets the necessary stuff for me, so everything's fine.
Great. How are things at your parents' place? How are they doing?
They're doing great. In fact, they're like 5 times more energetic. They're so eager to babysit their future grandchild. I'm only 5 months along, but they're going ahead of themselves. They're already buying baby clothes and stuff. It's pretty amusing.
That's really sweet. I'll have to thank them later. Maybe I should bring a bunch of gifts when I come there.
Don't worry about it. They're buying things out of excitement, and they're happy about my return. Just bring them some beers or something.
Okay, I'll do that. Anyway, at least everyone seems to be in good spirits. Sorry for being a day late, but as soon as I get back, I'll come pick you up right away. Take care of yourself, babe. Don't catch a cold.
Got it. I know. Come back soon, okay? I miss you a lot.
You too. By the way, where are you now? Are you outside?
Why? I'm at my parents' house.
Oh, that's funny. I'm here too.
What? Where? Hold on. What do you mean? What are you doing there?
I mean exactly what I said. I'm currently at your parents' house. Your mother and father are right in front of me.
What the? Wait, what about the extended business trip? What about the story that you'll be home a day later? Was it a lie? Why did you lie to me?
I never lied to you. I never said that the business trip was extended from the beginning. I just mentioned that there was a place to stop by. The fact is, I'll be returning home one day later. I'll be staying with your parents today. So where are you? I don't see you anywhere. Did you lie about being here? Why?
I'm not lying. I'm just at the convenience store. Maybe we just missed each other. I'll be back soon.
Can you really come back so quickly? You're at a lakeside resort out of town.
Huh? How do you know?
Guess. Listen, I know everything. About your affair.
What? It's a misunderstanding. I haven't been cheating or anything. What do you mean you know everything? What are you talking about? Do you have any proof?
The other guy is your ex-boyfriend from college. You've been seeing each other for months now. You were planning a trip with him, taking advantage of my business trip. You said you were going to stay with your parents, and you told them you'll stay at home. It's all been checked out. By the way, your parents have been reading this chat from the beginning. They're stunned by how you lie so naturally. Your father's furious, and your mother's sobbing.
No, hold on a second. It's not what you think. It's nothing to do with cheating. I just came here to hang out with my friends from college. It's a normal trip among friends, nothing more. Just because my ex-boyfriend happened to be part of the group, it's unfair to jump to conclusions about cheating.
Then why did you lie to me and to your parents? Why couldn't you just tell us honestly? Wasn't there a guilty conscience behind it?
It's because I'm pregnant. I thought you guys would be against it. That's why I couldn't be honest with you. I thought maybe if I didn't say anything, it wouldn't be a big deal. Get it now? That's the truth.
Well, all of that has been exposed as lies, you know. Come on, just admit it already. Piling up lies on top of lies will only make it worse for you.
Huh?
I'm well aware that you've been alone with another man. Since I realized the possibility of you cheating, I've had a private investigator tailing you all this time. It cost me some money, but the results have been quite rewarding. Thanks to that, I brought a lot of souvenirs to your parents.
Wait, what are you talking about? Souvenirs?
Obviously, they are photos that prove the affair. There are videos, chat histories, and all sorts of things. I have everything printed out. They're taking a look at them right now. I could make 5 photo albums out of these.
Stop it! There's no need for you to show those to them. Why would you do something so cruel?
I didn't want to show good-hearted people like them that their own daughter was having fun with another man, but I had to make sure they saw it for themselves.
Make sure of what?
Who the real father of the baby in your belly is.
Oh.
I calculated back from when you got pregnant. There have been more times with the other guy than with me. In my estimation, I think it's probably his child. What do you think, Lou?
It's obviously your child. Of course it is. It's outrageous to doubt that.
Because you've been doing things that make me doubt you. So in conclusion, we are getting divorced. I'll charge you alimony.
What? Divorce? Alimony?
And I want a DNA test on the child to be sure. If it turns out not to be mine, I won't pay child support. So be prepared for that. Well, considering that there's a real father, there shouldn't be a problem raising the child.
Wait, I can't marry him. How should I put it? He's between jobs right now, and he doesn't have any money to raise a child or anything.
He's just jobless, right? Didn't he get fired from his previous job for embezzlement or something?
How do you know that?
I told you, everything's been investigated. Since the other guy became unemployed, you've been hiding him in the apartment you used to live in before our marriage. And you've been taking money from the house to support him. On top of that, you two are using my money for this trip too. It's all out in the open. After doing all of this, there's no way I can forgive you, you know. The divorce is final, and I'm definitely going to ask for alimony.
Wait, I'm sorry. It was just a spur-of-the-moment thing. At first, I was just trying to help because he was in trouble. I never had any intention of cheating. Please, forgive me. I can't marry him. I can't raise a child alone. I can't even ask my parents for help after this. Please, give me one more chance. I'll do anything.
And give you another chance? Are you kidding me? I've given you so many chances to tell the truth, but you just kept lying, making excuses all along. If you thought you could get away with it by not admitting it, you're completely wrong. Bad deeds catch up eventually. I don't care what happens to you after the divorce. I have no intention of raising the child of the other man, and you better repay the money you used.
Oh, please. Please, just one more time. I'll change my mind. I'll do my best for you. You say the child might be his, but the child isn't at fault, is it? If you don't take care of it, it'll have a pathetic life.
Don't use the child for your convenience, you coward. I've told you it's not my concern. Almost certainly it isn't mine. After the divorce, I won't have anything to do with you all. If you're really willing to do anything, then disappear from my sight and never show your face again.
Oh, please. You see, I was feeling lonely. After becoming a housewife, I gradually drifted apart from old friends. You were often on business trips, and you didn't pay much attention to me. My life was so dull, doing the same chores day in and day out. I was lonely, you know. I didn't know what to do.
Lonely? What are you talking about? You quit your job right after we got married, didn't you? I even suggested you continue working until we have a baby, but you said we could manage with just my income. You made the decision to be a housewife without talking to me. And about drifting apart from your friends, I'm told you said it was pathetic if women have to work to make ends meet after marriage. You tried to take some unnecessary high ground, isn't that right? You basically initiated your own isolation, and now you're acting like a tragic heroine. Unbelievable.
What are you talking about? Who told you that?
Your old friends. They mentioned that every time they met up with you, you were trying to one-up them, and they got tired of it. They also said you've changed since you got married. Besides, you were aware of my frequent business trips from the very beginning. I felt bad about it too. So after we got married, I tried to avoid long trips as much as possible. And being a homemaker is a job too. It involves managing the household tasks. You willingly chose to be one because you wanted to. Feeling lonely doesn't justify cheating.
Ugh, that's harsh. Why are you putting me through this kind of pressure? I'm struggling too, you know. Isn't it okay to relieve some stress once in a while? It's your fault for leaving me alone. And come on, isn't it likely that you fool around with girls while on your business trips? I'm sure of it. It's not fair that I'm the only one being blamed.
Don't deflect the blame onto me. Your accusation is baseless. Do you have any evidence? If you do, show it right now. I guess you don't because I've never done anything like that. Anyway, let's communicate through lawyers from now on. No direct contact. I'll also change the locks at home. Go to the hotel or to the other guy's place.
Hold it! Even though lawyers are experts, they're still outsiders, right? I don't think it's a good idea to put them in the middle of a marital problem. I believe we should start by having a proper face-to-face conversation between the two of us.
I don't want to talk face to face. I've already communicated everything to my lawyer. If you really want to negotiate properly, you should hire one too.
Where would I find the money for that? I'm a housewife and he's unemployed. I can't afford to hire one.
That's not my concern. I'll send you my lawyer's contact information. It's late. I'm going to bed. Good night now.
No, wait. Hun, please listen to me. Honey!
I extracted as much alimony as I could from Lou. Our divorce was finalized without ever facing each other again. After the baby girl was born, a DNA test confirmed that she wasn't mine as expected. Lou apparently had disputes with the other man over money, leading to a heated argument and a breakup. She left her baby with her parents and disappeared. The baby was adopted by her brother and his wife. I hope that she'll grow up healthy and not resemble her lousy parents.
Toby, I have something important to tell you. Please call me after work. Toby, are you still working? I've decided to go back to my parents' house for a while. I need to talk to you, so call me after work. Please, okay?
Hey, Hannah. I heard something. Is it true that you only have 3 months to live?
What? Wait a minute. How did you know?
Your sister told me. I wondered what happened when you suddenly went back to your parents. To get a prognosis like that, it's an unbelievable story.
I'm sorry. I'm also shaken, and I don't know what to do. I didn't think I could handle it on my own, so I went back to my parents' house.
What? You should have told me, your husband first, right? Why didn't you tell me?
I've called you several times. You haven't been home lately, saying you've been busy with work. I can't discuss this kind of thing over text. I asked you to call me and you never did. You haven't contacted me for a week. Are you really that busy?
My work? Oh, come to think of it, was that the story?
What? What do you mean?
You still haven't realized? You're so clueless. It's really funny.
You better explain yourself. If you weren't working, what were you doing? You told me you've been staying at the office for the past 2 weeks. Was that a lie?
Yeah, I lied. For the past 2 weeks, I've been at my girlfriend's place. I've been coming home from work at regular hours every day.
You were cheating on me?
It's not like that. It's more like you are the side chick in this situation. She's beautiful and has a longer lifespan than you. Unlike you, who's about to go to the afterlife, she's willing to be with me for life. I'm going to be with Holly.
Oh my God. Holly? Is that the name of the person you're cheating with? It's the same name as my sister's.
That's right.
Wait a minute. You said my sister told you about my condition, right?
Oh, now your brain is working.
Your affair partner. Could it be?
Yes, it's your sister Holly.
No way.
It's true. Holly came to see me to tell me about your life expectancy. That's when we hit it off and ended up going out. I've thought this since I went to your parents' house, but she's truly beautiful, unlike you. I can't believe she's your sister.
We are indeed blood-related sisters. Holly takes after our mother, and I take after our father.
Damn, you got the wrong genes, huh?
Don't say things like that. I admire my father too, and I'm glad I look like him.
Oh, really? Good for you. If you're content being an ugly person, your remaining life might be a little bit enjoyable. But you know what? I'm not like you. I'm not an aspiring skank like you. I'd rather be with a beautiful, healthy woman than an ugly woman with 3 months to live.
I didn't know Holly went to see you. She comforted me when I was told that I didn't have long to live. I thought she was a good sister. But behind my back, she was with you and making fun of me?
That's right.
How awful.
So what?
Are you prepared for the consequences? I won't forgive you or Holly. I'll divorce you and demand alimony.
Even with just 3 months left, you're still acting tough? But I'm all for divorce, so let's get divorced right now. I'm marrying your sister because I don't need you anymore.
I don't care if you cry and regret it later. I won't forgive you even if you apologize. Hello, sister. I heard you are leaving the house. Are you out of your mind? Did you get desperate after Toby left you and you only have 3 months to live? You who depended on Toby as a housewife? Can you live on your own now? I couldn't stay with someone having an affair with my husband for a second longer. Saying that, how are you going to manage real-life situations? Wait, do you have another man too? Of course not. Don't compare me to scumbags like you. I see. A guy with no taste who would cheat on someone like you? There's no way someone like that exists. Shut up. Is that why you contacted me? I'm already divorced from Toby, and I don't want anything to do with you guys ever again. If all you can say is nonsense, will you stop it already? You're so harsh. I'd like to see a little more of your frustrated reaction, you know. Oh well, I have an interesting story to tell you. What? I got your luxury wristwatch. A luxury watch? What do you mean? Well, you were expecting a wedding anniversary next month, right? Even though you're just a housewife, you told Toby that you wanted a luxury watch, right? I'm sorry, I ended up getting it. How about that? Feeling bitter, aren't you? Not really. My God, you are so boring. Are you too shocked to even find words? It's not like that. I'm busy meeting with my lawyers, so I won't respond anymore. Are you serious? What are you going to talk to the lawyer about? You're about to head to the afterlife soon, sister. It would be better to spend your time on more meaningful things. Sis, I just got home and there's nobody here. My mom and dad are gone. From now on, we've decided to live with Hannah, so we are not going back to this house anymore. They left a note saying that. Wow, they left a note for you? That's sweet. What do you mean? Just as it sounds. If you read the letter properly, you'd understand, right? Or have you lost the ability to read? Don't be ridiculous. Of course I can read the letters. I'm asking you, what's going on? You're the only one who left the house. Why would Dad and Mom follow you? They said they were worried about me, given my limited time and the need for medical treatment in a distant place. They wanted to stay close to me. Treatment? What are you treating with just 3 months to live? That's a waste of money and time. They abandoned me, their beautiful daughter, for you, an ugly woman? Are they dumb? They say they don't have a daughter who would steal her sister's husband. Why not? Since you exposed your affair with my husband and I decided to divorce, I talked to Dad and Mom about it. They both scolded you seriously and asked you to reflect on it, even suggesting that you should not get married. Without even listening to them, you insist that it's my fault for being ugly, or that the one being taken is at fault. You went on with baseless arguments, not making any sense, and didn't break up with Toby, right? Well, of course. Am I saying something wrong here? Toby would be happier with me as his wife, who is pretty and healthy, than you who is ugly and has a short life expectancy. They don't want a daughter who can only think like that. Dad and Mom are fed up with you. What the hell? Everyone is treating me like a villain. If that's what they want, I don't care. I have Toby. I don't want a heartless parent who would abandon their daughter. Do whatever you want with a family home. Sell it or live in it. That's the last mercy your parents will show you. I'll sell the family home and live together with Toby. I heard that you're planning to demand alimony from Toby and me. You're trying to separate me from my parents and cripple me over alimony, aren't you? You know, it's so obvious how shallow an ugly person can be. I never thought of it like that. The alimony was my decision, and my parents decided to move out. Well, too bad. Toby is rich enough to support me as a housewife and buy me expensive watches. A little bit of alimony won't shake our marriage. Are you sure about marrying him? What? After the divorce, I got curious and did some research. And then, revealed a lot of shocking things. What do you mean? Tell me more. It's not confirmed information yet, so I won't say it now. Once the facts are clear, I'll inform you by mail. Look forward to that time.
Hey Hannah, I just got some weird letters in the mail. What's this?
Isn't this proof of content regarding alimony? I sent it a few days ago, so it should have arrived by now.
Why are there photos like this? Holly opened it and I'm in big trouble.
Well, I needed evidence of the affair, right? Proof that you were having an affair with someone other than Holly.
Where did you get these pictures? When did you take this? I thought you would never find out.
Your story has been full of contradictions from the start. You said you had relations with Holly after I was told I didn't have long to live. Even before that, you never came home, saying you were busy with work. And Holly gave some good information too.
What did she say?
Holly said that you were planning to give me a watch that I wanted. But I've never said I wanted a watch. I'm home all the time and I don't wear a watch. I thought maybe she was confusing me with someone else, so I got curious and hired a PI to check it out.
What the hell?
The watch was for your other fling, wasn't it? To a woman named Kate, who works for your business partner, right?
Damn, you know her name too? You don't have much life left in you anyway. You're such a pain in the ass.
Not much life left? That's your life expectancy.
Huh?
I had a PI look into it and found out a surprising fact. Kate's father is a member of a famous mob.
What? Mob?
I sent photos of your affair with Holly and a letter detailing our divorce to you and Kate's house at the same time. I'm sure she's looking at it right now.
What did you say?
If Kate's father finds out, I'm sure you'll be taken care of. Of all things, having an affair with the daughter of a mob? Your luck is something.
What have you done to me? I have to run away now.
You can't just run away. The mob is known to be extremely tenacious. So do I. Until I get compensation from you and Holly, I will pursue you even if it means death. Sis, help me! Toby suddenly wanted to move out. He's getting ready to run away in the night. Seems like he's scared of the mob. He's got the guts to do a three-way, but he's so pathetic. Is that true? I thought I stole Toby from you. He told me he only loved me, who was prettier than you. I can't believe he was lying to me. It's too much. Hello, look who's talking. You saw the photos too, didn't you? Even after seeing such decisive evidence, you still can't believe it? Okay, I've decided I'll not marry Toby. Oh, really? You took him from me and now you're dumping him? Because there's a scary mob guy after him, right? If we stay together, I might be in danger too. I can't bear this situation. Toby wants me to run away with him, but I refuse. You are living with Mom and Dad now, right? I'm going there too, so please help me. Huh? Why? Because the mob is after us. It was Toby who had an affair with the mob's daughter, and it wasn't my fault. Your precious family member is in danger, so help me. We don't have room for a woman who steals her sister's husband in our family. Don't worry. I don't think the mob would hurt a woman like you. Since his daughter works in a regular company, they should have some understanding of the situation. If you aren't married to him yet, legally, you are still a stranger. If you explain it properly, I'm sure they'll understand. I don't think so. Sis, I'm scared. Well, good luck. Hey, think about it, Hannah. Right now, you need money for medical treatment, right? You used to be a housewife, and our parents are retired. There's no way you can afford to live while paying for the treatment, right? You've moved out and spent all your money. From now on, I'll support you all. I have some money from the sale of parents' house, and I have some extra money now. Let me support you as a family and get through this together. I was working, you know. What? But you were home every day, right? I'm a freelance designer. I work from home, so I was home all the time. You always looked down on me, thinking I was just a housewife. What? Just so you know, when we were married, we split rent and living expenses evenly. In terms of income, I made more than he did. You thought Toby was supporting me, but the truth is quite different. I'm still working, albeit at a slower pace, while I'm going through treatment. I have enough money saved up and my insurance is paid off, so I'm not in any financial trouble. Oh no! If you want to run away, you are on your own. But you and Toby will have to pay alimony no matter where you run off to. You're going to take alimony from me too? You said you didn't have any financial problems. Do you know what alimony means? It doesn't matter if you need money or not. I will never forgive you and Toby. Even if I get sick and die, I'll chase you to the ends of hell. That's terrible! Hannah, don't say that! Aren't we sisters? Don't abandon me! Hannah, please? That night, Toby decided to run away. Holly seems to have tried to escape alone, but Toby found her and forced her to go with him. For a few days after that, they hid themselves in a shabby motel in a country town, but the mob members found them. Toby was not killed, but he learned a hard lesson from them. Holly, who saw it right in front of her eyes, was so shocked that she blacked out. And of course, they were charged with alimony, and they got fired for being absent from work for several days without permission. Toby ended up in manual labor, and Holly was led into the nightlife industry. Later, I received an apology from Kate and her father, saying that they were sorry for having bad relations with Toby, even though he had a wife. They said they would pay me alimony and I refused, but when they learned about my illness and my life expectancy, they offered to cover travel and surgery expenses for better treatment abroad. The surgery was a success, and my progress was good. Even after surpassing the initial 3-month life expectancy, I'm still alive. While my husband's affair was quite a mess, thanks to that, I was saved by the people I met. Cherishing this connection, I want to continue valuing life in the future.
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.